Well, welcome back there, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's Comic Books, coffee, and more. All right. Little disclaimer before we begin. Papa is still under the weather, has this nasty cold, trying to shake it. We'll see if we can get through it. Before we begin, don't forget about that that QR code. It'll take you to my eBay page, my Instagram page, and my YouTube page. Whew, that was tough already. Let's see who we have today. Okay, Return of the Jedi, number 2, in a 4-issue limited series. 60 cents back in 1983. This book is by Archie Goodwin and Al Williamson. It's the official comics adaptation. Now don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Also, please don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about it, okay? All right, let's get into this book now. See how far we can get before Papa can't go any further. Return of the Jedi, number 2. Okay, here we go. The Emperor commands. The hour of execution. From Jabba the Hutt's massive sail barge comes the amplified voice of the underworld monarch's reluctant translator, C-3PO. His Excellency hopes you will die honorably, but should any of you wish to beg for mercy before being thrown into the Sarlacc's maw, he will now hear your pleas. Chewie, am I facing the right direction? Tell that slimy piece of worm-ridden filth he'll get no such pleasure from us. This is your last chance, Jabba. Free us or die. We'll see if you're right, my young Jedi friend. Put him in. Laughter fills the great barge, main cabin, chilling the captive Leia Organa. But in the commotion, no one notices a serving droid jettison his tray and make for the deck, where he faces the sand skiff, bearing Luke, Han, and Chewbacca to their deaths as a hatch opens on his drone. So that as his young master is forced out over the mouth of the monstrous obscenity known as the Sarlacc, something is fired through the air to him. Shoot. A lightsaber. Varoo! Hey, what's going on? Suddenly, aboard the small floating craft, there is a battle joined by a guard who throws off his helmet to reveal his true identity. In that battle, a crewman bent on feeding the Sarlacc its first victim becomes one instead as Luke and Lando Calrissian fight to free Han and Chewbacca of their bonds. Reaction aboard the sand barge as swift and outraged as Jabba's roaring command, there is a stampede for the upper deck. In the lead, Boba Fett. But the bounty hunter does not stop there as the others do. Igniting his black pack rockets, he soars toward the sand skiff. While in the barge main cabin, Leia discovers the trouble outside has sent Jabba's minions swirling away from their master. And acts. Moving swiftly over and around the great blubbery hulk that is a galactic crime lord, she turns the tether that keeps her captive into a weapon. But even as her monstrous captor quivers and dives, the rebel princess finds herself still bound to him, escape still tentatively beyond her grasp, until what she has done is discovered. Out of the skiff, bounty hunter and young Jedi face off, when a blast from the massive barge deck gun rocks the smaller craft. Boba Fett falls, stunned, but another falls further. Lando, it's Han. I'm free, but Chewie's still working at his bonds. Where are you? about one frayed cable away from being the main course. But hauling me up won't help if the deck gun keeps scoring. As the gambler and original owner of the Millennium Falcon shouts, Luke Skywalker is already moving. As the damaged skiff careens momentarily closer to the sail barge, landing high, somersaulting forward to land amid enraged and determined enemies. One by one, they fall to the flashing lightsaber, but others appear to take their place, and the deck gun keeps firing. Lando, are you near? Can you grab this? If the cable holds you and don't poke me in the eye, get it closer to my hand. Han is not alone in taking action. Boba Fett rises, taking aim at the lightsaber, wielding figure at the main deck of Jabba's barge. A growl from Chewbacca alerts Han desperately. He swings to the spear-bearing extended to Lando, but you interfering blind gawk, you're next. Ignoring the blinded Cornelius' wild attempt to strike, again, the bounty hunter re-aims at what he considers to be the most dangerous foe. When the spear suddenly strikes his rocket pack, harmless enough, except the contact ignites it. The man who sold his services to both Darth Vader and Jabba the Hutt soars high and falls far to the Sarlacc's pleasure. I did that. I wish I could have seen it. But only one danger is eliminated as a blast from the deck gun of the sail barge reminds them. While in the barge's main crew, R2, thank the Force it was you who found me. Now, let's get out of here. Leia races for the deck where the unequal battle is turning against Luke Skywalker. The fingers of his mechanical hand, which replaced the real one, severed by the Dark Lord of the Sith, still flex, but his lightsaber rolls across the deck beyond his reach. Below deck, R2-D2's rescue work continues. No, not my eyes, you miserable little scavenger. Outside, another rescue goes less well as the results of the deck gun blast add considerably to the difficulties in saying Lando Calrissian. Han, it's got me. Easy, buddy. Must be all the blood rushing to my head, but I can see a lot better. Great. Now, could you grow a few inches taller? Aboard the larger vessel, this vulnerable chain of Wookiee and humans is too tempting a target for the deck gunner to pass up. So tempting he does not notice a new element in the battle until too late. Now suddenly the gun that would have finished Han, Lando, and Chewbacca begins raking the great drafts, owns master instead. And it's all the destruction like Luke needs to call back his lightsaber. Aim it down, Leia. Fire at the deck. I'll be right there. R2-D2, why did you force me up here? The fighting is even worse than below. There's no escape. It's much too high for me to jump. There follows the clunk of the smaller metal object bumping into somewhat larger one. No! Then Leia's deck gun fires as Luke ordered the spectacular results. And despite the explosive thunder that follows, the young warrior battles his way through the remnants of Jabba's crew, moving with the unbeatable determination to join the rebel princess. But the struggle above the Sarlacc's maw continues. You got me, but you can't outpull this thing. Chewie's passing down a blaster to me. It's too tricky a shot for him to try from where he is. Wait a second. I thought you were blind. Lando, I'm better. Trust me. Do I have any choice? Hey, aim a little higher. Just hold still. Hold still. There is the violent explosion and a laser fire, and you got it, Hall. Hold me up. Hold me up. And back on the now fiery sail barge. Hang on, princess. This rescue is almost over. After this, with far more agility than anything swing he made on the first Death Star, Luke drops them both to the deck of the right-sided skiff. Sorry things got a little messy, guys. Thanks for coming after me, Luke. I had a lot of help, Han. Think nothing of it. No, I'm thinking a lot that Carbon Freeze was pretty close to being dead. Now coming back, well, my eyes aren't the only thing seeing different, buddy. As the engines of Jabba's barge erupt into fiery parexes from the damage inflicted by Leia, the limping skiff moves to pick up the two remaining helpers from the sand where they leaped. Sometime later, two ships lift off from the Tatooine's twin sun-bleached surface, headed in different directions. You could still come with us too, the fleet, Luke. R2 and I will join you soon. For now, I have a promise to keep to an old friend. Meanwhile, above the green moon of Endor, an Imperial shuttle passes swiftly through the security shield of the battle station under construction. It brings the most important visitor that those who serve there had ever beheld, important and fearful, the Emperor. Rise, Lord Vader, I would speak with you. The Death Star will be completed on schedule, my master. Yes, you have done well. Now I sense you wish to continue your search for young Skywalker, Patience. My friend, in time he will seek you out. And when he does, you must bring him before me. He has grown strong. Only together can we turn him to the dark side of the Force. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. The Emperor chuckles at the sound from the vast array of troops in the docking bay. Even his own scarlet-clad private guards, there is impeccable shiver and very definitive relief when the pair adjourn to the control station chamber specially converted into a temporary throne room. What is thy bidding, my master? Send our fleet to the far side of Endor. There it will stay until called for. What of the reports of the rebel fleet massing near Sullust? It is of no concern. Soon the rebellion will be crushed, and Luke Skywalker will be one of us. Your work here is finished, my friend. Go out to the command ship and wait my orders. Yes, my master. Worlds away in the gloomy, fog-shrouded planet called Dragonball, light gleams from the tiny hut. Here, the object of Darth Vader and the Emperor's commemoration meets with the being he calls Master. The face you make, look, I so bad to your young eyes. No, of your courage. I do, yes, I do sick. I've become old and weak. Yes, when 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not. Soon will I rest. Yes, forever sleep earned I have. You can't die, Master Yoda. I won't let you. I need your help. I want to complete my training. Twilight is upon me. Soon night must fall. That is the way of things, the way of the Force. Strong with it are you, but not that strong. Still trained. Well, you have to more than you require already. You know that which you need. Then I am a Jedi? Not yet. One thing remains. Vader, you must confront. Then only then a Jedi you'll be. Master Yoda, I must know, is Darth Vader my father? Silence follows the little Jedi Master, seems more stooped and exhausted than ever, yet he feels like insistence and at long last answers, told you, did he? Your father, he is. Unexpected, this is unfortunate. That I know the truth? Unfortunate that you rushed to face him, that you ready for the burden were you Obi-Wan would have told you long ago had I let him. Now a great weakness you carry, fear. For you, I do, yes, fear. Master Yoda, I'm sorry. I know, but sorry will not help, Luke. Of the Emperor, do not underestimate his powers or suffer your father's fate. You will remember, when gone I am, last of the Jedi will you be. Luke leaves Yoda to much-needed rest, But as he rejoins and nervously waiting R2-D2, his teacher's words continue to haunt him. I can't do it. I can't go alone. Yoda and I will be with you always. Ben, why didn't you tell me? I was going to tell you when you completed your training, but you found it necessary to rush off. I'm prepared. We warned you about impatience. You told me Darth Vader betrayed and murdered my father. Your father, Anakin, was seduced by the dark side of the Force and became Darth Vader. When that happened, he betrayed everything that Anakin Skywalker believed and destroyed. That good man forever, what I told you was true from a certain point of view. A certain point of view? Luke, you're going to find that many of the truths have clinged to depend greatly on our point of view. But I don't blame you for being angry. If I was wrong, it certainly wasn't the first time. You see, what happened to you, to your father, was my fault. From a certain point of view, when I first met your father during the Clone Wars, he was already a great pilot. But what amazed me was that strongly the Force was with him. With foolish pride, I took him upon myself to train Anakin to the ways of the Jedi. My mistake was thinking I could be as good a teacher as Yoda. I was not. And so, when the Emperor singed Anakin's power, he was able to lure him to the dark side. My mistake has had dire consequences for the galaxy. If I had been more patient, if I had trained him better, there's still good in him. Once I too thought Vader could be saved, that he could be turned back to the good side, but he could not. Now he is more machine than man, and evil and twisted. I can't kill my own father. Then the Emperor has already defeated you. Darkness will prevail. He knew, as I did, that the Force runs strong in the Skywalker line, and that one day you would be threat. You've been revealed to him as our only hope, Luke. Yet, there is another. You have a sister, a twin separated from you at birth and brought secretly by me to the foster parents on Alderaan. Leia is that other hope, but she is untrained, unready, Luke. You are the last Jedi. Leia, my sister? Then you can't let her get involved. Now, Ben, she'll be destroyed. It's I who must kill Lord Vader. Your feelings serve you well. Bury them deep, or they may serve the Emperor as well. Luke stares at the shimmering manifestation of his departed mentor, shaken by what he has learned. You cannot escape your destiny, Luke. You will have to face Darth Vader again. Ooh, the Mighty Marvel bonus pinup section. Boba Fett, Galactic Bounty Hunter. The Emperor, Royal Guard. The Millennium Falcon departs Tatooine. Return of the Jedi. Ooh. Obi-Wan and Yoda. You mean you don't read Star Wars? I've got a bad feeling about this. Okay. Well, that was Return of the Jedi, number 2. From 1983. I hope you enjoyed that reading. As always, don't forget this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Book. Don't forget to hit that QR code, hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button down below, okay? And leave me a comment, all right? And as Papa, Luke, Boba, Han, Chewie, Leia, and everybody else always says, that was easy. Until next time, Papa is out.